on TV, but you stand next to him, he looks like that statue of David that Michelangelo sculpted. This guy's buffed. But Nicholas on TV looks huge. He's a little runt. So is Player. So is Palmer. You know, but a lot of these guys are just so darn talented. You know, and now they've got this modern equipment. The ball flies so much straighter than it used to. Whereas those guys that were big and strong, they were playing those steel shattered clubs with wooden heads with a blotted ball, and the farther you hit it, the more it would curve, and so they couldn't hit the fairways. You know, but now the ball flies so much straighter, and with these oversized the titanium face drivers, they can hit the fairways, you know, over 300 yards. So these bigger, stronger guys, they used to be football players, baseball players, basketball players, are more and more getting into golf. And then you got guys that that aren't quite so talented, but they're smart, and they can win on tour too, because there's more than one way to swing it, to skin a cat. So, you know, some guys like to practice a lot, some guys don't. Some guys play more than they practice, sometimes practice more than they play. Dana Quigley played 36, 54 holes a day. You know, he's just obsessive with playing. Mosquitoes are bad out here.
Yeah, no, I'm like really bad with mosquitoes too, so when they bite me, it's huge.
Yeah. So, well, we can call this a little bit short tonight. I can look at your swings. Those were some good points we raised, and
I just have one more question.
Yeah.
For the short wedges, I have the same wedge at 56. And pretend like I'm going like that distance right there. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's because I'm picking my head up too soon, or when I go goes down on it, I hit it too fat and then scooping it, and the ball goes like 5 yards.
yeah, you chunk it.
Yeah, chunk it.
Wedges are
I'm just hitting it like.
can be really a problem, but once you get the correct technique, there's a little bit of confidence. They're the easiest club to hit.
Yeah.
So the thing you have to remember about a wedge is they're not designed for distance, they're designed for distance control. So if you know, I'll look at those wedges. I'll just hit one here to demonstrate. Is that when you finally decide that a wedge is for distance control, then if I was going to hit it to that orange flag, the only thing I'm thinking about is finesse. See, I hit it, you know, landed about that far. Finesse. 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 You know, don't charge it, don't force it. You know, this is charging a wedge, and this is forcing a wedge, and you know, I got 150 yards here. I'm going to hit my lob wedge.
But how do you know the distance, though? I mean, like
you got to practice.
A lot of comfortability.
Yeah, so I talk about wedges, you know, in one of these clinics, and I control my distances with half, three-quarter, and full swings. So with my 54, with a half swing, it goes 70 yards exactly. With a three-quarter swing, it goes exactly 80. With a full swing, it goes 90. With my pitching wedge, with a half swing, goes 100. With a three-quarter swing, 110. With a full swing, without forcing it, 120. And then I've got this 57. With a three-quarter swing, goes 60. And with a half swing, goes 50. So my wedges are calibrated so with these half and three-quarter and full swings, I've got those 10-yard increments. You know, so that when I get out there, I know. Yeah. And when I'm in that zone, that yardage zone, I'm licking my chops because I fully expect to hit all those shots for tap-ins. And that is why I practice them relentlessly. Spend most of the time practicing your driver and your wedges and your putter. Those how you score in the 60s. And then have that stock shot like that power fade out hitting there. The go-to shot is when you're nervous, when you're playing with Arnold Palmer. You're choking. You can hardly stand it, you know. But you hit it a foot from the hole because it holds up. Because there's less compensating motions in it. The sledgehammer swing. And I was going to say one more thing. You know, if you got about first tee jitters, you know, how do you get to the first tee? Okay. Well, what I do, I always had a 1-hour warm-up routine. And I never started late or early, exactly. And then I just went through that routine. And that's what I would use to practice with on a regular basis, too. So I was trying to make it as normal as I could. And I always putted for 10 minutes and chipped for 10 minutes before I teed off. And I always gave myself 10 minutes to go to the bathroom. Okay. You don't want to get to the tee and feeling like you got to go to the bathroom. So you want to empty your your digestive system and your urinary tract. You know, if you got to go 4 times, go 4 times. Okay, so believe me.
I think I always have to go to the bathroom.
All right, so I'll take a look at your, your wedges or whatever else you want me to look at.
Okay.
Bob, on